Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Love Your Midlife. We are on a 30-day body image challenge, and it is winding down. We are actually on day 27 of our 30-day body image challenge. I hope you've been able to be with us from the beginning. The playlist is on the Love Your Midlife channel if you want to go back through and discover anything or look at anything again. It's some really, really valuable thoughts around how we can love our body. Loving our body affects every aspect of our life, our mind, how we are outwardly to other people, our relationships, our sex life. There's nothing that's not affected by our body image. Whether it's negative or positive, we want to look at both of those things. So we are actually on day 27. And on day 3, we looked at a couple of negative emotions that we had around our body. And I just want to talk about those as we're winding up the body image challenge. Do you still have some negative feelings about your body? Have you been able to move those into a better place? So it's not good to have trapped emotions and feelings inside of us. And actually, on Love Your Midlife, I did a whole video on releasing emotions that are trapped. It's not unusual as we're going through this process of a 30-day body image challenge for things to come up. A lot of things can come up from the past, our childhood, maybe we were bullied, maybe we were made fun of. It could be at school. It could be our family. Sometimes our families can be brutal, right? I had a family member that was not nice to me when I was growing up. So that's not that unusual. So as we're moving forward and moving into going through all the way to the end of the body challenge, what is hanging on? What is left over? If you open the fridge, there's always a leftover in the fridge, right? So let's open the door to your emotions and your feelings and what is left over that hasn't been addressed yet. That is the challenge for today. Is it resentment? Is it jealousy? Is it anger? So I want you to focus on what is still out there that's hanging over your head that may be trapped inside of you, that may be keeping you from moving forward into a more positive place. I certainly had mine, and it took me a while to label all of these emotions and sort of work through them and let some of them go because a lot of these things happened to me. Being bullied, being mistreated, being called names for no reason. Sometimes kids just call people things for no reason. You know, some of us were called fat, some of us were called names for absolutely no reason. As we know, children and young adults and adults can be very unkind. It's sort of our human nature. The first thing that pops into our head sometimes can be very unkind. So I want you to be able to go inside of you and label a couple of those things that are going on and really work through letting them go because they are actually dead weight. Those emotions that are trapped in us can be dead weight. They can pull us down and they bring absolutely no value to us. And a lot of times we push them down when we're younger or when we're teenagers. We do not want to deal with them, but we are big girls now. We can put on our big girl panties and be an adult and we can go, you know what? This happened to me and I really resented it and just call it out. So if you have a journal, I hope that you're writing things down. If you have a notebook, I hope you're writing things down. I hope you're writing down the challenges and the affirmations. And it's really important. Today, I want you to focus on what happened that's trapped, that's in there that you just want to get out, something. And you know it because it's tugging on your sleeve, right? Whatever is trapped inside of us is tugging on some part of your body. It's tugging on your emotions. It's a neck pain. It's a headache. It's tugging on your sleeve. It's tugging on your heart. It's trapped. It's in there. Let's let it go. All right. It's a big part of becoming whole and truly embracing who we are. So if you did that on day 3, congratulations. If you started thinking about it and you really weren't able to identify anything, as you're going through this self-reflection and self-awareness and self-concept, things do come up. Sometimes it's while you're at the kitchen sink, right? All of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this happened to me in the 3rd grade. It made me so angry. And we just push these things down because we really don't want to think about them. And we really don't want to think about how they were dealt with at the time. So take a couple minutes today and reevaluate where you are with some of those negative emotions. And I hope that you can move out of them. Sometimes it takes time. It might take prayer. It might take self-awareness. It might take a couple of different things that you might need to do. Sometimes it can be immediate release and sometimes it takes time. But if you focus on them, they will eventually fade because they really, you really don't want them there and they really don't need to be there. So I guarantee you these negative emotions will fade, whether it's about something that happened in your past, something that happened yesterday. We want to let it go. We want to feel it, deal with it, and let it go so we can move on to more positive thoughts. So today, so that's the challenge. I hope that you will do that challenge today and step into that place. You'll be glad you did. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, but you'll be glad you did. And the affirmation today is I choose me. I love me. I choose to be kind to me. I choose to care for me. I choose to need me. I am the most important person in the world. I'm going to say that again. I choose me. I choose to love me, to be kind to me, to care for me, and to need me because I am the most important person in the world. And you know what? You are. You absolutely are. I hope that you will say that 10 times or write it down 10 times. I hope that you will come back tomorrow. We are winding down our 30-day body image challenge, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I will see you soon, babes. Bye-bye.